Q9779. The tropopause is generally found when the free air temperatures are A. Between minus 55 degrees Celsius and minus 65 degrees Celsius. B. Between minus 40 degrees Celsius and minus 55 degrees Celsius. C. Colder than minus 60 degrees Celsius. The correct answer is A. In the non-appearance of other data, the tropopause will generally have a temperature of between -55 foot C and -65 C. 9229. Which type clouds may be associated with the jet stream? A. Cumulonimbus cloud line, where the jet stream crosses the cold front. B. Cirrus clouds on the equatorial side of the jet stream. C. Cirrostratus cloud band on the polar side and under the jet stream. The correct answer is B. When high-level dampness is show, cirriform clouds shape on the central side of the jet stream. 9229-1. When high-level moisture is available, cirrus clouds form on the A. Polar side of the jet stream. B. Equatorial side of the jet stream. C. Acute angle side of the jet stream. The correct answer is B. When high-level dampness is display, cirriform clouds frame on the tropical side of the jet stream. 9238. Where do the maximum winds associated with the jet stream usually occur? A. In the vicinity of breaks in the tropopause on the polar side of the jet core. B. Below the jet core where a long straight stretch of the jet stream is located. C. On the equatorial side of the jet stream where moisture has formed cirriform clouds. The correct answer is A. The maximum winds associated with the jet stream usually occur in the vicinity of breaks in the tropopause on the polar side of the jet core. The jet stream is a fast-flowing, narrow band of air currents that occurs in the upper levels of the troposphere and lower levels of the stratosphere. Within the jet stream, the maximum winds are typically found in the vicinity of breaks or discontinuities in the tropopause. These breaks in the tropopause are often accompanied by intensified temperature gradients, which create strong wind shears and contribute to the formation of the jet stream. The polar side of the jet core, where these breaks in the tropopause are more likely to occur, experiences the strongest winds within the jet stream. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. 9238-1. The rate of decrease in wind speed from the jet stream core is considerably greater on the A. Equatorial side. B. Polar side. C. Acute angle side. The correct answer is B. The rate of decrease in wind speed from the jet stream core is considerably greater on the polar side. The jet stream core represents the central portion of the jet stream where the maximum wind speeds are observed. As one moves away from the core towards the polar side of the jet stream, the wind speeds gradually decrease. This decrease in wind speed is more significant on the polar side compared to the equatorial side or the acute angle side. The polar side of the jet stream is characterized by a more abrupt change in wind speed and direction due to the interaction of the jet stream with the polar air masses. Therefore, option B is the correct answer, indicating that the rate of decrease in wind speed from the jet stream core is considerably greater on the polar side.